commitment that we've made.
Let's balance two things here.
I'm Josh. I'm working on my PhD in Islamic Studies. My areas of interest are Pakistan, Yemen, and Somalia.
I'm Charlie. I've danced salsa with cocaine bandits in Colombia, surfed across the border into Mexico, and have a master's in applied linguistics.
I'm Nate. I grew up in Bolivia. My specialty is radical Shia politics. I've edited a book on Hezbollah, and I've had tea with some of the wealthiest men in the Middle East.
We surf,
Dodge bullets.
And we go to the ends of the earth for the sake of adventure.
You can call us Blakkbox.
So we woke up one morning and we're trying to get our equipment together to go out and film again, and another bomb exploded at 9 o'clock in the morning. Different sounding bomb, but definitely loud enough, and it was literally white flecks snowing over the city as we watched it, and as it seemed to keep falling, it was leaflets that were being dropped all over.
Israel is typically using the leaflets to give warning.
They might be, you know, we're going to bomb in 12 hours, and maybe they would bomb, maybe they wouldn't, maybe they bomb further north, maybe they bomb further south. So nobody ever knew what exactly was going to happen. So people on the street were reading it, some people were getting pissed, it was making a big traffic jam, people trying to get out, people wondering what to do, where to go. It was as much propaganda as it was humanitarian concern.
You can kind of tell as we walk through the shops, most have been totally evacuated or they just left. Most of the shops are closed, most of the restaurants are closed. It's kind of used to be booming downtown though. It's sort of just everyone pulled up stakes and bailed.
People got out any way they could. Pretty much depended on how much money people had. The people who had a lot of money had gone to Syria way before, or to Dubai or wherever.
The ones who were still left in Lebanon by this time had limited options. People could either go to the hills if they had money or somebody to stay with up in the hills, which weren't getting hit, or they could go to refugee camps scattered through the cities. There was a couple main ones. One was in the park next to the French college. Another one is an old theater that they were using to house their southern refugees.
I was actually in the south, in the first camp that got bombed in Al-Qasimi. I was there the day it bombed. We got in our cars and we drove out. Bridges fell behind us and we came back here. So we just moved our work from there to here. We started the first day with about 9 kids. Second day I had 42 kids. And now we've had days where it goes up to 150 kids a day, 600 kids a day.
All these kids, or most of these kids, are refugees whose houses have been totally destroyed. So just having a good time in the middle of the war.
And most of them are living here in the theater.
The 14 and above group, we did a play, which I wrote about a week ago, and they acted last Thursday and Friday. We acted it under the bombing. This place was under threat. We opened the doors, free entrance, full house. Everybody got a chance. It was called Laughter Under the Bombs.
So they're playing this game called A Lion in the Sea, and it's basically 2 rhyming Arabic words, Bahar and Mbar, and they just yell at one or the other, and the kids have to jump forward or back.
It's like red light, green light.
Socially speaking, the militias, all the militias in the country, all the political parties are usually pretty socially aware that their kids need support, their kids need education. So along with everything else they do quite a bit of it. Between Hezbollah and Amal right now are the 2 most active that I've seen in this area. You know these 5-year-olds and 4-year-olds who are behaving like really mature people. The one thing that does happen at this time is they get robbed from their childhood. You know, these kids are not kids. These kids are either developing into gangsters or they're developing into mature adults. You You know, I've got 50 adults with me who need to be treated. I treat them in that way. I treat them as adults. And when I want them to play, I have to be the first one to play because right now they think it's stupid. The idea was to get them to feel like, regardless who this person next to me is, I'm laughing with them, so that makes them human. When you're going through trauma or you're going through trouble, if someone can just teach you to laugh through it, you're a lot stronger. You can face it, you can resist more, you can survive more. So this is what I'm trying to do with the kids.
At the end of the day, we had the option of being able to leave, but too many people didn't. Too many people had no home to return to. And for those people, their lives were totally changed.